Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad, and happy Thursday. We have an amazing show planned for you guys today. Today we'll be showing our Crazy 8 short documentary that we'll be showing later in the show. Lucy, what else do we have?
That's right, Nico. We'll also be having Abraham live with one of the producers of the documentary talking about what went on behind the scenes.
Sounds like another amazing show. I'm Nico Arboy.
I'm Lucy Walker.
And CHS TV
starts right now.
Welcome back. Boys Volleyball will be hosting an open gym this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. All levels are welcome. Make sure you bring athletic shoes and bottled water.
Attention seniors, are you planning to attend Cal State San Marcos in the fall? CSUSM is holding an informational next steps meeting here at CHS on Thursday, March 30th at 9:30 a.m. All conditionally admitted students have been sent an email with instructions on how to RSVP for the event. Please check your emails and respond soon in order to reserve your spot at the presentation. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Blunk in the counseling department.
Seniors, it's scholarship season, and the Carlsbad High Rotary Club is offering 2 types of scholarships this year. This is an amazing opportunity. Log into your Naviance account and search under the scholarships tabs. Applications are due Wednesday, March 29th.
This past week, we competed in our annual STN competition. In only 8 hours, our team had to find, produce, and edit a short documentary in that short amount of time. Producers Sierra Fessler and Faye Glenn bring us this piece.
We are in the port of Los Angeles, and we are at the harbor, and we are on the Los Angeles main channel. What our job is to keep these docks full of cargo.
The job of the Los Angeles port is especially important due to its size.
The Port of Los Angeles, we are the largest port in the Americas. We move approximately, last year we did 9.9 million containers move through the port. We touch every single congressional district in the United States has cargo that comes across our docks.
The 9.9 million containers are responsible for a large amount of daily life.
So for the average person, what it means is just about everything you wear, everything you sit on, everything you drive has some connection to the port. Almost all your clothes, I can tell you this with fact, 99.5% of all footwear sold in the U.S. comes in from overseas. So if you're wearing shoes, you're more or less, they came across these docks to the tune of about 2 billion pairs of shoes a year.
Without the actions of port workers, access to life necessities would be severely restricted.
The people who work here depend whether or not you have stuff on the store shelf, whether it be from food, whether it be for goods, whether it's a car you buy, something you repair. The workers here, their job is to load and unload the ships. It's to move cargo from point A to point B. So these folks out here and the millions that work on this around the country are very much involved in your everyday life, and you'd never know it. And that's actually the best part of our job is things are going well if you don't know about us.
The port wouldn't run without the help of numerous workers.
Here at the port itself, on a given day like today, you're going to have some in the neighborhood of about 10,000 unionized longshoremen labor will come through in a 24-hour period to work on the docks.
Tyler Scari reflects on the importance of his position as a port worker.
I've been working here for 6 years now. I started off as a dock boy for our company here, and then deckhand, and now I'm a new captain.
The effect the workers had on the Port of Long Beach was clearly seen during the COVID-19 pandemic, when boats just like these were lined up from Long Beach all the way to Camp Pendleton, waiting for supplies.
In the last couple of years with COVID, obviously we came to the forefront. There were shortages, there were problems. And the fact is that we run on a certain system, and that system broke down during COVID. Because the workers had restrictions, because workers were out sick, it has a ripple effect.
This ripple effect was especially seen in the unloading process.
When a container gets picked up from here and driven to a warehouse, for example, in most cases, a team of people will come to the back of the container, open the doors up, bring a conveyor belt in, and unload it by hand. And normally there's a team of 4 to 6 people doing that. You can unload a container in, a couple hours. During COVID, because of restrictions, you only had one person there. So you just took 75% of your efficiency, walked out the door.
Not only were supplies containers affected,
It was really interesting for us since we deal with passengers. I mean, we do anywhere from 100 to 250 to 500 passengers at a time. It completely changed things for us. So we shut down for a little bit. We did a lot of boat maintenance, and then working with the city, we were able to get back pretty quick.
while the frustrations of the pandemic made the operations in the port complicated, the community within it stays strong.
You're not going to get rich doing this, but every other job in the world is boring. And it is true. We deal with trucks, trains, ships. Oh, there's just an amazing number of people I get to interact with on a given day, and that's what makes it exciting. And that's why, you don't see us everywhere. You don't realize people are doing this, but there's millions of us working on this to make sure when you go to a store, it's there, or you click your button on your phone, it gets delivered within those couple of days.
I think the Port Long Beach is pretty cool. It's like a mini city. A lot of people don't know. I mean, it's like an ecosystem of jobs. There's jobs in so many different things. The ability for the ports of providing opportunities in so many different ways is something that's beneficial that I found for myself and a lot of other people down here. I mean, you can start from nothing and come here in the fort and become somebody one day yourself.
It's a simple movement of a metal box from a truck to a train, from a truck to a ship, to any of that movement, and it goes here, it goes around the world.
Across the states, the oceans, the countries, by train, by ship, by truck, the complexity of the foundation of our lives passes by unnoticed. But it is this smooth, uninterrupted action of this underlying transportation system that makes our daily lives possible. It is the action of the ports like Port of Los Angeles, here in Long Beach, that are critical to our economy, our society, and our daily individual existences.
Congrats to our CHS TV documentary team. Now standing by, we have Abraham Sebastian with Sierra and Faye to recap the documentary process.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Abraham Sebastian, live on this very comfortable couch with Sierra and Faye to talk about their experiences as being part of the documentary team that came out terrible. So, Sierra, how did your STN go for you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. This was my first time leading both of my competitions. It was short doc and movie trailer, and it was interesting to work in the time restraints that we had.
Sounds cool. I kind of wish I was you right now. All right, and Faye, how did your STN go?
It was definitely very challenging. We're used to deadlines in this class, but those deadlines are 3 weeks and not 8 hours or 6 hours. So I think the time that we had to produce it was definitely a challenge, but it was a really cool experience that you can't get anywhere else.
I gotcha. So, Sierra, from what I recall, I think the prompt was "Actions speak louder than words." So what was the original ideas for this short doc?
Yeah, so as Abraham said, the original prompt was "Actions speak louder," and our original prompt was to do something with along the lines of like a homeless outreach center or something like that. But unfortunately, every place we called wouldn't allow us to film or something like that. And so we decided to go to the Port of Long Beach and go with the idea that the actions of the workers are very important as they supply our entire economy.
All right, I got you. And now here comes the fun part. So, Faye, were there any slight difficulties during, making the short doc?
Well, yeah, as Sierra said, we had a different idea at the beginning, and we spent quite a lot of hours trying to get that idea set. And when we finally were able to settle in on the port idea, time was running out, and it was definitely very rushed. And it's always hard to turn in something could be better, but the experience was really great, and I was glad that we did this competition because it's been a while since Carlsbad has participated in short doc.
All right, that ending was pretty cool, but I think you're going to need therapy after what happened. All right, so thank you so much, you two, for being live or for coming on today. And now I'm going to send it back to the anchors at the desk.
Thank you, Abraham. High School Dance Extreme is taking place on March 30th, 31st, and April 1st at the CAC. Tickets can be purchased on the GoFan app.
The April Life Skills Workshop is a Be Interview Ready workshop. This is happening April 3rd from 1:45 to 2:45 in room 7104. This will teach you how to create a resume, be an effective communicator, and prepare for an interview.
Have you ever thought about a career in healthcare? Come here for an expert in the field nursing and allied health professor. He will give advice to those interested in becoming healthcare professionals. Free pizza will be provided by the CHS PTSA who register on the CHS website.
Tune in tomorrow for Noah's story, a kid who makes lacrosse sticks. Robbie Raines brings us this piece.
Just try it. Keep trying and working towards what you want. Make sure you have what you want in mind or what you're trying to work for. Just make sure you're always working on that goal, even if it's through smaller steps.
Well, Carlsbad, make sure to tune in tomorrow for another great show.
And as our closer, we will be showing our commercial submission that won 3rd place at STN. Bye.